Now, our first guest today is Larry Castro from Stealth Grid. Larry, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, good, Larry. Tell us what you've got for us. We were looking at your website. Tony's really excited about this conversation. So let's get down to it. Tell us what's going on.
Sure. We're basically creating a quantum mesh network, coming out with our own phone. Initially, about 5 years ago, we started with a very unique application and a specific algorithm for cybersecurity. And if Tony read it, one of the things that we do is we call dynamic split encryption and dynamic geodistribution. So, and by the way, the products that I'm discussing right now, we have people using and have built. So we're a unique company that's already got products built that has a ICO starting. So it basically will take, for example, if you have, let's say you download the application on your, let's say, Windows, your PC, you would then drop and drag or click and save. Let's say it's a video, it would automatically split that and send it to multiple locations. For example, if you pick Google Drive and you pick Dropbox, it would split it in half, send one to Google Drive, the other half to Dropbox, but it's encrypted, so they wouldn't have the keys to be able to decrypt it. And if, let's say, somebody wanted to see all your information in Google Drive, well, that's great. Go ahead, let them see it, because they need to know where you put the other pieces, because the only person that knows it is the user. So it's very unique, and then we branched off into doing what we call quantum cybersecurity solutions, and we're creating and radicalizing and decentralizing telecommunications with our peer-to-peer mesh network that we're creating globally.
So basically, this is Tony. So the idea
Tony.
is you've cut up the data and split it up into little parts so that if someone were to find some part of it, they're not getting the whole data, in addition to being encrypted.
And we move it around. So basically, it's you're looking for a moving part, and if you find a part, then you get it. So it's very, very, very secure. It works quickly, very robust. And then we branched off into doing our blockchain technologies. We have a Smart Safe City conference coming up that we're honored to be I'm honored to be the chairman. They're promoting Stealth Grid and some of the technologies that we're doing with San Diego, and then we've got some other conferences as well as the Philippine government working with the CESA platform out there.
But you also have a phone coming second quarter,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
The phone's pretty interesting because what we've done is we're creating a hybrid that will then be essentially just used on this global mesh network that we're creating. And it basically, you do not have to use Verizon or T-Mobile, whatever. It basically works off of Wi-Fi, but it has its own operating system in which you can control and manage the features on it, like the phone, like the camera, like the speaker, and some other elements. And I tell everybody, I just had a conversation this morning. The telephone is probably, in all of history, the number one spy tool ever invented. Think about it. 99% of the time, somebody has their phone in their hand.
Well, you're agreeing with John McAfee. Agrees with you on that one. I hear him say that every time I see him talk.
Absolutely, and he may have listening to what I'm trying to say. That's the impression that's been set in my mind. But yes, it is an amazing spy tool. So what we want to do, and the reason why we created Stealth Grid, is because we want to make sure that people are stealth within the grid, within the digital world that we have. So we're providing tools that are disruptive, that allow the consumer or the business to control what, when, and where somebody sees your information.
Well, I also want to make sure you cover your pre-token sale that you're having right now, because I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's where we're really unique. We have an ICO. We have pre-token sale. It starts on July 5th. At stealthcrypto.io. But what we've done is that we are basically people that are acquiring the tokens will then be able to activate with the QM token. It's called QMN, the symbol. The QMN token, our products and services. So they can activate our apps that we have, our video conferencing, which all uses our technology, our phone, and everything else. So we have products built now that people get to use, which makes us really unique. We're not trying to build something, 2 years from now. We've got products, and we're building on those products, building our own blockchain called the Qubit blockchain, and then also coming out with an exchange.
You're way beyond the white paper stage, that's for sure.
Yes. Well, you got to explain it to people. And one of the things that I've also done and I've realized is that we can't do it by ourselves. So I've aggregated and have formed relationships with some of the best technology around the world, integrating into what we're doing. So this way we can scale and we can provide the best services possible. We've got authentication. We've got We've got an organization called the UCCO.io that basically has put together some of the best and brightest, like Meshbox and some others, creating this global mesh network.
I also hear you're a golf professional.
Well, now I'm willing to talk.
I thought that might get something out of you.
No, and that's one of the passions, and I'm somewhat unique, I think, but what I really do is I enjoy it and love to coach. I love to coach kids. I love golf. The sport has been a conduit to bring great relationships around the world, and I love to teach elements of it. I've actually created an organization in which people still to this day use a lot of the modalities that I've created, which is called fluid strength and fluid motion. So understanding movements, the biomechanics of golf swing. I have a natural eye, but I really do love the sport. I think it's great for any family to participate in golf. I think it's a great sport.
Well, I grew up in a golf family. So did my wife. So we can tell you there's a lot of golfing going on there. And it is a good time to be had and a good time for people to be together. But you're getting back to the subject, though. This looks like pretty amazing technology that you're bringing out with the phone, with the cloud. I mean, everything being decentralized. I mean, this is pretty exciting stuff again. And I didn't mean to take us off of that with the golf.
But I didn't mind going in that direction. I love
fantastic.
That. But no, it is pretty amazing, and I've been pretty blessed to be able to surround myself with people that are smarter than I am, and I've been able to capture things and develop things. One of the things that's exciting about this is taking a vision and making it a reality, and that's the exciting part, and taking those steps to make it a reality and surrounding yourself with smart people. But, we have a data center in Panama. We have I have over 200 plus developers in the Philippines. I've got 50 out in Bulgaria. I've got some in Argentina, and then I've got a bunch here in the United States. So we're building a team of people that are starting to get engaged and deploy this new infrastructure and this new landscape we're going to see in the next 5 years, including in the cryptocurrency space. That's going to change. I know there's a lot of FUD out there, but it is basically going to change. And I told somebody today, he said, well, I'm afraid of crypto. Are you afraid of PayPal? Are you afraid of your debit card? Are you afraid of doing stuff online? That's all digitally done. And all this is making it it's stronger and mutable with the blockchain technology and with smart contracts, making it more stronger and more secure. When people understand that, there's going to be mass adoption.
So, Larry, I guess one of the big obstacles to mass adoption, especially in the consumer space, is ease of use. And I understand where you're coming from with the technology, but how have you addressed the ease of use problem? Is it something that's going to be complicated for people, or how does that work?
That's a phenomenal question, and I think that most people have talked to me. You've got to make it simple, stupid, right? And you got to make it. We do all the hard work, to make sure the UI, the UX is done so that the way it's just click, drop, and it's secure, and it's messaging, right? I think it's easy for me to do it. To get caught up into the technical acronyms and everything else scares the heck out of people when they're really simplistic. Learning how to have for mass adoption good, simple messaging and also products that you can use. So we work real hard to make sure that our technology is very simple to use, that either a 5-year-old or an 85-year-old can pick it up and use it. That's the key. You're spot on.
Yeah, I mean, I recognize, when Dropbox came in to being, I mean, it was drag and drop. It was Dropbox. So you had this cloud server on your computer or on your phone, and that was their, entry
Absolutely.
into the market. So that's really important. I'm glad you guys are right on top of that.
I think that's a good point you made earlier also about people when you have to tell them, are you used to using your credit card? Are you used to using PayPal? I mean, most people don't realize, I don't think, Larry, that 95% of the currency you use now is digital.
Bingo.
And also, Larry,
absolutely right.
We're getting ready to wrap this up, and I don't want to end this without giving you an opportunity to give us your website again and anything we might have missed to ask you. So is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Sure. There's two things. One, stealthgrid.com and stealthcrypto.io. But the one thing I want to plug is my daughter passed away a couple of years ago. We created a foundation, livelikekayla.org. And what we're doing is a tournament in August. We'd love people to participate. We've already given out in the past year and a half over 20 scholarships and continue to grow. So any support there, but also go to stealthgrid.com or stealthcrypt.io. We'll be open to answering any questions.
Excellent. Well, thanks for
Thank
joining
you,
us in the
Larry.
show, Larry. We really appreciate it. And good luck to you in the tournament. Sorry to hear about your daughter, but good luck in your tournament. And good luck with your project.
I thank you very much. Good luck, guys.
You've been listening to CEO Money. with guest hosts Gary and Tony, the Crypto Cousins. The segment was brought to you by Infuse and the revolutionary Notify CRM product. In today's video-centric world, your sales force needs tools to sell, not just report. Find out more at nfuse.com, nfuse.com.